Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And I think I jumped the gun yesterday a tiny bit on the launch of the Sudoku pad. It wasn't quite ready when my video went out. Now, if you look at one of our puzzles though, if you solve any one of the puzzles that we put in our software, you will see that in the top left corner, we have a little advert here for Cracking the Cryptic Sudoku pad. And if you click on that, you can get it on Google Play, and it is definitely now available there at least. With these companies, we have to sometimes wait till it is definitely agreed by Android or iOS. There can be last-second hitches even when we think we've done everything right. And if you want to support Sven's incredible work on the app, and everybody does, do get yourself a copy of that app. It is really interesting. So the video on the left has been showing you how you can enter in your own classic puzzle in it and then use the app for solving it and to play as you would in our software. And I think it's really beneficial. The puzzle Sven entered in that footage was the pillow puzzle from Jovial's Extravaganza. And that's another thing that is worth talking about as well. So that pillow puzzle starts off the Sudoku Extravaganza. That's all on our Patreon page. That was the Patreon monthly reward puzzle for July. Of course, there's since then been the Murder Mystery Hunt release when we got to 5,000 patrons. Thank you so much if you're one of those. If you're not, do consider it. And that's all going on there. Of course, our regular apps are all still available, and they are on links in the description field. And today I'm going to be doing 5 genuinely approachable Sudoku puzzles. These are from the Daily Sudoku channel in the Discord server, another thing you can get to in the links under the video. And they are created by Philip Newman, Clover and Sam Kappelman-Lyons, and fairly simple rules for each puzzle and not too difficult a puzzle. So I'm going to try and race through these 5 puzzles as best I can. I don't even remember what the rules are, so let's just refresh ourselves on that. I put them in the software days ago, and I think we start with an actual classic Sudoku, which is the first time they've appeared in this series. The next one is a German whispers, so any 2 digits connected on the line have to have a difference of at least 5. Normal Sudoku rules apply there as everywhere else. Now this is a combined killer and arrow, so the digits on the arrow add up to the number in the circle, and the digits in the cage can't contain repeats and add up to the number given in the corner. Then there's revolution. Now this says identical digits cannot be diagonally adjacent, and that means it's a kind of king's move puzzle, so you could not have a 3 there because of that 3. So any digit within a king's move cannot be identical. So that's the 4th one. And then back to Clover for a sandwich Sudoku. And in these, the numbers outside the grid show the sum of the digits between the 1 and the 9 in that row or column. So in this column, between the 1 and the 9, digits add up to 21. So these are the 5 puzzles I'm going to attempt. You can try all or any of them. They're all listed under the video. And it's a classic we're starting with today. Now, the reason I'm doing these so often now is because basically I didn't go at one every 5 days, so I'm basically falling behind unless I do accelerate. And they do seem relatively popular. So let me know if you don't like this sort of video, but I'm going to go as fast as I can if I remember, especially to restart the clock, to restart the thing, which is actually on the 3 lines. No, it's not. Where is restart now? Here it is. I've just found it. Okay, restart. Here we go. And let's get cracking. So, 258 classic. That's an 8 because of these 8s. And that's a 2, mirroring it in a way. 3 down the central column has to be there. That's a naked single 1, that's 9, that's 7. Column 5 is done. 7 for 1, that's a naked single 9 as well. 5, 6 pair, that's a 4 now, and we've got a 1, 3 pair. That's a 6. This is very symmetrical, even the way the naked singles appear. So we can complete row 2 1, 2, and 3. So that's a 1. Yeah, we can complete row 8 as well. 3 there somewhere. Oh, bother, it's in one of those cells and up there. 2 in one of those 2. 3, 9 as a pair, so that's a 3. Okay, that fixes this 3 that I was just looking at. Now I'm looking down column 3 and it's not helping. How about box 3? 5, 6, a 1, 8 pair there, and they can go in. 2, 4 pair here can't, but they're not as useful as I hoped. 2, 4, 2 in this column has to be there, thanks to the 2 in the box in box 9. 1, 5, and 6, I'm not sure. That's a 4, 5 pair. 8 in this column now is only in one place, within a 6, 9 pair on the ends. 7 has to be here now in box 7. So those are from 2, 6, and 9. That's the 7 has fixed the 4, 7 pair. That fixes the 4, 5 pair. 5 pair. Oh yeah, I was going to turn off the conflict checker because somebody did point out yesterday, and I think fairly, that it's unfair to have it switched on because it tells me if I've made a mistake that I might not otherwise notice. And I should be penalised for mistakes, and that is reasonable. So let's carry on. 3, 9, 1, 2, 7, 5. Can't disambiguate those yet, but we can with 4, 1, 8. They're all resolved. That fixes 3 and 1. 2, 7, 3 and 8 have to be there and there now. And then we've got 5, 9 pair. That means 4 in the top box must be there. 2, 5, 6, and 9. This has got to be 6 in box 4. I think it has, and that's going to resolve all the remaining uncertainties, I think. We get a 5. Well, that 5 was already resolved. So now we can do this triple. 7, 2, 5, 9, 7 there. And that really is an approachable classic. I was a bit worried with Philip's name on it that it wouldn't be, but the time of 2:59 is all right for that. I'm quite pleased. So let's go on to the next puzzle and hit the restart button. I know where it is. There it is. There we go. So German whispers. Now, how about the no 5s on lines? So there's got to be a 5 there, and we can put in a 5 there and a 5 there. 5 can never be on a line because it can never have a difference of 5 with another Sudoku number. So, 5 there. I was going to say that has petered out, but it hasn't quite. We get a 5 there, 5 in one of those 2. And it does kind of end. That really probably wasn't the smart way. Now, these 2 have to be 5 below 7. So they're 1 and 2. And in fact, is it worth... no, I don't think there's any need to highlight the low digits as I would do if I was being a bit more explainy. Now, we can't have 6 in those cells because it couldn't be surrounded by 2 valid numbers. So 6 goes in there. 7, 6, 5. Now this is high. These 4 are therefore the high numbers, and 6 is in one of them. It can't be there, there, or there because they'd all be surrounded by 2 numbers that see each other. So here it's a 6 with 1s either side. Those now aren't 6s. I don't quite... neither of these can be a 4 for the same sort of reason. So we get a 4 in the center, a 2, 3 pair there. Now, same sort of trick here. 2, 3, 4 in the corners because that's a 1. This must be where 6 goes because it can't go in any of the other cells. 7, 8, 9. This also can't be 6 or it would have 2 1s either side. So that's a 5, 6 pair. We've got a 2, 3. That is a 1. One of those is a 4, so that's not. Now, that 1 means this is 2, 3, or 4. We can't go to all the corners anymore. Oh, and in fact, the corners here are high, aren't they? So 6, 7, 8, 9 there. Where does 4 go? Well, in one of these 2 un-German whispered cells. Then these are 1, 2, and 3. That can't be a 3. That can't be a 1. Now, where does 6 go? It could be on the end of the line, and it can't be anywhere else, so it is on the end of the line. So they're not 6s. In fact, that decides where 1 is. That gives us 2 and 3. 2 must be surrounded by... No, 3 must be surrounded by 8 and 9. Yes, that is right. So that's where 7 goes. That can't be 3. That can't be 7. Oh, I'm just scratching around now. I'm sure I should be making some bigger deduction. That's 8 or 9 just by... No, that doesn't apply. It could be 2 by Sudoku, I was going to say. Oh, think again. Right, let's try and use this line somehow. So we've got a 3 there. So these have to be low. They can't be 4. They are 2 and 1. So we know the order. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's low. And this is also low, but not a 1. Ah, and it can't be a 2 either because it sees a 1, 2 pair. This must be 8 or 9 to go with a 3 or 4. I guess, yeah. I think that conclusion is safe. 1, 5, 6. I don't know. 6 can't go there because of that 6. So these are a 7, 8, 9 triple, and that one can't be 7. So then we have 4, 5, 6 here. We've got a 4, 5, 6 triple in the row. So then we've got a 7, 8, 9 group. And look, now we've got a 7, 8, 9 in both columns 1 and 3. Oh look, I've got a 1 there as well. So these are from 3, 4 and 5. And definitely include a 5. Still nothing extra popping on column 2. 7, 8, 9. So that is 2, 3 or 4. We can place 6 in column 1. That means that's not a 6. That's not a 3, I've just noticed. So we've got a 4, 5 pair. This is a 1. Probably easier ways of spotting that. This is 2 or 3 in the column. 2, 3, 4, 5 quad, in which 2 and 3 must be in the top row. I probably should be doing something better with the German whispers. I don't really know what though. Right, this is high and it's not 6. 7, 8 or 9. Same again here. So we've got a 7, 8, 9 triple and a 1. Ooh, that's 3, 4, 5 or 6. So one of those is a 2. That's not helpful. I'm studying the wrong stuff in this puzzle now, and this is taking a lot longer than I was hoping. So one of these is a 7. It's quite likely to be that one. Neither of those can be a 4, in fact. That's important. So that's a 2, 3 pair. That's therefore not a 2 or a 3. One of them is a 3 and is surrounded by 8 and 9. So this can't be a 7. Oh, look, I've got a 3 down there. Why didn't I notice that? It's actually one of the 2 given digits in the grid. That's just feeble, sorry. Right, this is not an 8. It's probably going to be a 9. That's also not an 8. That's not a 4 now. So that's not a 4. Oh, that's not tidying anything up. I'm struggling a bit here. 2, 3 pair there. So that is now 7 or 8. And that's where 4 goes in the row. 5, 6, 4. 9, 1, 3. I can't see the connections. Oh dear, struggling around. How about that 3, 4 pairing? No, I'm finding this tricky. Right. Okay, it's something to do with the German whispers, isn't it? So that can't be a 4. It could be. In fact, that can't be a 4. That's the point. So 4 actually is there, of course, surrounded by 2 9s. Placing 4s and 6s can be very helpful. So now we know where 9 is in this box. That's not 9. That's, oh yeah, 8 and 7 are resolved. So the 8, no, the 3 can't be next to the 7. That's the important thing. 4, 5 and 9. We get the 4 and a 5, 9 pair around it. 1, 8 and 3 up here. 8, 1 and 3. And then 2, 7 and 6. The 6 is at least a naked single. 2, 7 there. This has become an 8. That's a 9. 7 and 8 are resolved there. That's now a 9 by Sudoku. 4, 5, 6. That is a 3 by Sudoku, by much easier Sudoku. 7 and 2 there. This is 1 or 3. Oh, that has become an 8, and that's not. That places 8 here. 6 gives us a 5, 9, and a 3 there. 1 there. 7 and 6 here. That's a 9. This can't be 4 because it's next to an 8 again. So I really wasn't very quick on the uptake with some of those 4s and 6s. That's been my problem here. But we're getting home now, and that should do. No, that's a 9. 4 and 5 to place. I don't actually know how to do that yet. This is a 2, 3 pair. Oh, goodness me. Okay. 8, 2, 9. That's a 7. There we go. 5 and 6. That's got to be 2. That's got to be 8. We now know this is a 5. That sorts out this triple. And that should sort out all the stuff in the bottom. 5 there. 4 there. This 3, 2 pair has been resolved by Sudoku. Probably could have been resolved by German whispers as well. 3, 1, 5. And there we go. Ooh, 9.5 minutes. I'm not going to get my 2 hats for that. Let's move on to Sam's killer arrow. So all the arrows in the cages, aren't they? So that, oh, I see. So that 6 has to be a 3 adding up 2 and 1. So all the circles are going to be half the totals of the cages, which, now I notice it, are all even. 9, 9, 9, 7, 5, and that is quite a handy start. So the 4 has, oh, what happened there? Let's undo that. The 4 is made up of 1 and 3. Still got the colour on. That 4 is also made up of 1 and 3. Obviously, that means the 8 is 2 and 6. This has to be a 5. Yes, it does, because there's a 4 in the row. That's a 1, 3 pair. This is a 6, or it's not going to be a 7 because we can't put a 1 above it. This is 5, 7, or 8. That's a surprising amount of choice. That's, oh, that has to be a 2 because 4, 1, and 3 are gone in the box. That's worked okay. This. Still some choices. That can't be 3, 6. This can't be 4, 5. Okay, it's slowed up a bit, which is fair enough because it was going very fast when we found out a 2, 6 pair. So that resolves that 1 and 2. Now, this has to either be 1, 8 or 4, 5. Maybe I should know which. Oh, those have been resolved by that 1. That can't be 3, 4 now. If it's 2, it could be 6, 1 that way round, or 5, 2 that way round, as far as I can see. That is 5 or 8. This is 5, 7 or 8. Maybe I should be doing regular Sudoku. 9 there, 9 there. One of those is a 9. 4, 2, 1, 3. So one of these two is a 5. What is that? It's still doing the checking thing. I thought I'd fixed conflict checker off. Does that not? Did that not carry over to other puzzles? I'm quite surprised there. Oh, that can't be a 5 now. So this is 2 or 1. That can't be 4, 5. or 3, 6. So it's either 1, 8 or 2, 7. That's a 1, 2, 7, 8 quad. Goodness me, Sam, that's clever. So we've got a 6 and a 5. We can actually fix those. That's not a 5. So now we've got a 7, 8 pair in the column. We get a 5 there. That resolves this cage. That can't be a 1, and that can't be an 8. And that can't be a 5, and that can't be a 4. 1, 3, 2, 7, 7, 5. No, look along the bottom. Yes, I can do the 7 and 9. That's better. Now, 4, 8, and 7 in the column. Oh, no, that's become a 4. That's better. 5, 8, and 7 there. 1, 6, and 8 here. 5, 9, 3. That one's 4 or 7. 7, 8 pair. Can I use that? 9, 5. Not sure. Oh, down here, 3, 4, and 9, and that's a naked single 9. So 3 and 4 there. There's a 6, 8 pair in row 7. 5, 9, 6, 1, 7. That's 2 or 8. Oh, that's not tidying itself up. With these, I still don't know either. Do I really know what this is? I haven't realised. No, I can't see that. Oh, that is an 8. 6 and 1 in its column. So that's now a 7. We can finish off this with a 4. That makes this a 7. There's a 5, 8 pair there. 8, 7, 1, 9, 3. So 4 and 6 are in this group of cells. That's 2 or 5. This is a 9, 3 pair, which doesn't help at the moment. 3, 2, 4. That's not where 4 is, obviously. Oh, that's become an 8. That means that's not. This is 5, 6, and 9 now, and we know the last one can't be a 9. Oh, how is this going to... Oh, 7, 8 pair does fix that. Really? Taken an age to see that. 7, 8, 1. So that's now a 2, 7 pair. 2, 7, 9. We can do the 1 and 6 in row 3. That's a 2, 3 pair. This has become 3 though, so that resolves the 2, 3 pair. What a clever puzzle. This is really elegant. 2, 5, and 7 to go in here. 7, 4, 6, and 8 across the middle there. Now I'm going to still have to pick off something in the middle box. No, 2 and 6 have been resolved. That fixes 7 there. 2, 5, 6, and 4. So we've got... That is a 3 or a 9 as well. So this is a 1, 8 pair. That doesn't actually help much. Right, that 7, 2 has been resolved. It's really a matter of scanning everything as you go. I mean, it's difficult to do at pace. And being methodical about it would frankly only be a bit, it would get it done more methodically, but slower. And I'm absolutely certain about that. 5 and 6, 5 and 6, so that's where 9 is. 5 and 6 are resolved by the eventual scanning up and down the grid. So now we can finish off 4, 7 there. We've got 3 and 2 here. That fixes 5 and 2, and that fixes 5 and 6. Just under 7 minutes. Again, not brilliant, but I think it was tough. Now, this is the King's Move Sudoku, so I can fill in a 9 there, just. That's as obvious as anything, thank goodness. What do I look for? None of those can be a 3, so the 3 in the column is there. And then the 3 in column 5 is there, so that is a good place to start. 3 is there. I think I pointed out that wasn't a 3 at the beginning, and it was a helpful thing. In fact, look at those. 3's suddenly all done. 8's Look at those. All these are rolled out by the 2 rules. Oh, good choices of digits. So an 8 in one of those 2. Now between them, that means that can't be an 8, which is sort of interesting. Not probably all that helpful at the moment. So 8s stop being helpful as soon as I said they were. We get a 4 in one of those 2 cells, and that becomes a 4. And that makes that a 4. It is sometimes hard to spot the king's moves because we haven't looked for those yet at all. Right, 6 in this box must be here, weirdly. And I'm finding it hard to find a pattern about how these all work. Definitely it's always worth concentrating on the cells around this, the Fistomephel ring, if you like, not because of anything to do with Fistomephel, but just because they are touching more cells than anything else in terms of king's moves. Fours, no. 6 in this row must be here. That means 6 is in one of those 2, which is a bit odd, and 9's in one of those 2. Where does 1 go? Could be anywhere in that box. Oh no, that can't be a 9 because of the king's move. So that fixes 9. Doesn't fix 6 or 8 completely. And I should have spotted that when I put 9 in one of those 2 cells. Right, those are all ruled out, which isn't very conclusive. 9 is in one of those 2 cells. I was doing quite well earlier with the things I was spotting. Now, not so much. Right, 2 can't be in any of those, so that's now a 9-2 pair. Now that means 2's in one of those. Right, it's there, so that fixes the 9-2 pair. That 9 did not fix my 9's down here. 4 is in one of those 2. 1 is in one of those 2. That's a bit of a dodgy pencil mark. 7 there. 7 in one of those 2. And what's the other digit in the row? 6, which is either there or here. Oh, so it's a quadruple as useful as a chocolate teapot. Now, 6 can't be there. 1 doesn't have to be there. It could be in those cells in box 3. 5, 4, 6, 3. Oh, total stasis suddenly. Oh, look, 1 in this box has to be there. Everything else is touching something by a king's move. So that gives us a 1 there. It really is a surprising extra dimension, the king's move. Now, 1 in box 2 has to be in one of those 2 positions, but do they both see something here? No, they don't, actually. 7, though. 7 in column 6 has to be there. 7 I'm trying to hit. Look at that stupid conflict checker. Keeps coming back on. That's quite interesting. I didn't know it did that. Right. That makes this a 4. Yes, that makes this a 6. That unwinds that whole triple. Now 1 has to be here. Oh, that was very helpful, actually. Right. 5 and 8 there. A 4-6 pair there. This is a 5-7 pair. This is now 8 and 6, which I can put in. Let's look down this column for a 7, has to be here. Then we're going to get a 1 and 2 still to fill. Down this column, 6 in one of those. Down the final column, less likely to be helpful. Doesn't have much king's move bearing. Right, 6 in row 5 has to be there. Can that be 2 or 5? Yes. 7. So all those cells are seen by that 7, so we can place 7 in the column. Yeah, strange feature of this puzzle is that the same digit is obvious sometimes if you consider the box, and totally unobvious if you consider the column, or vice versa. So 1, 3, 8, 2. These are 2, 4, and 5. 2, 4, 1, 6, 7, 3. That can't be 5. So 5, that can't be 5 as well. So 5 in the column is there. Then 5 is in one of those two cells. 5 in box 8 now has to be there. And then in one of those two, which I can't resolve. So down this column, 8 and 7, yes, I can place them. I can obviously finish the column 4, which only had one more cell. If I had seen that, I would have done it earlier. 2 and 1 there. We've got 9 here and a 1, 8 pair. This is now coming. Somehow I've filled in a 2, 4, 5 triple. I'm going to trust it, put 7 in there. That fixes 7 and 5. This is 2, 9, 5 down here, so that's an 8. 5 has to be there, in fact, and we can do 9 and 2 after that. Some very odd pencil marks were left there, which didn't seem to have much bearing on the numbers that got filled in the end. 9, 6 and 5, 6 and 4, and I didn't restart the clock this time because I'm a numpty, and I don't know how long that took, but it didn't feel too bad this time. And let's restart this time on the sandwich Sudoku at the end. Now, I've got 35s, so we can put 1s and 9s at the ends of them. Tempting in this 6 column to immediately fill in 1 and 9 there, but I'm not going to. 1 there, so 9 can't be here now. 9 is here. Right, so that fixes all of the identities. That must be 8, 7, and 6. And we know some of the cells they're not. Now I have to train myself not to be looking for king's moves all of a sudden. 3 and 4 and 5 to go at the top of the column. 21 across the middle row as well. Right, 9 has to be there. That's 8, 7, 6 in those cells this time, which has given us a 6, 7 pair in the centre. That can't be 4. Right, those add up to 20. That's 8, 7, 5. That must be 2. This is a 3, 4, 6 triple. That must be an 8, 5 triple by seeing the 1 and 9. We get a 1 and 9 in there, which aren't doing anything in terms of sandwiches. But I've used all the sandwich clues apart from that 6 and that 0, I think. So I'm going to have to focus on other things now. It's difficult to transition because I don't know what to be looking for instead. That can't be an 8. Maybe I do have to think about this. How could it be 1 and 9 sandwiching 2 and 4? The 2 and 4 would be there, 1 there and 9 there. Looks possible, to be fair. That's a set of 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way around, this is a 1 or a 9. Whether it's sandwiching a 2, 4 pair there or that 6. Does that help anything? It doesn't look like it does much. Can I use this 0? I suppose that can't be 1 or 9. But so one of those two must be. Almost means something to me, but not quite. 1, 8, 6, 4, 7. One of these is a 9. I don't think that helps me much. I haven't used this 9 clue. Come on. 3 there. 2, 4 pair there. This becomes a 6 and that triple's done. This is now a 7. That fixes the 6, 7. And I can do the 6, 8, 7 there and down here. Right, that becomes a 5. That fixes the 5, 7, 8. That becomes 8. 6, 8, 9, 7. 3, 6. So, I know why that conflict checker keeps on turning back on, because I loaded up all these pages before I started. and it was loaded up with that on. Okay, if I load up a new puzzle now, it'll keep it off. Maybe. Right, anyway, stop thinking about that, distracting yourself. Now, can we do this 6 clue yet? That can't be 2-4 because of that cell. Brilliant. So we could, in fact, have filled in this 9 and 1 early on and been right, but it would have been a guess then. Right, that's 8. This is now a 7-5 pair. 6, 8, 2, 3. That is 1 or 9, so that's a 4. In fact, that's 1, sorry. 9, 1. This is a 2-5 pair. That is a 2-5 pair in the column, so that's 9. 6 and 7 can be filled in. That is 2, 3, or 5. Not 5. In fact, that's not 5 either. Perfect. So 5 there. 2, 6. That's fixed. This pair we get 1, 3, 9 at the top. But in fact, we know that the top cell is the 3 because it can't be 1 or 9. That's not 3 now. 7, 8, 3, 9 goes there in this box. And we've suddenly done the 0 clue without even needing it. That's irritating in a way. Didn't use it and it was available. That's a 1-4 pair at the top. That's a 3-6 pair. This is going quite well now. Just getting over 5 minutes, but I don't think that's too bad a time for this puzzle. 8, 7, 6. Still can't do those ones at the bottom. Oh yes, this 5/8's done. So we must know this is a 5. That fixes that. Now the 2, 4, 6 triple still doesn't go in yet. 2, 7, 6 across the top. So 7 must be there. And that does fix the 5, 7 pair. 5, 5. We must get a 5 in box 1. 6, 4, and 3. The 3 must be there. That places 3 in the middle box. We've got a 2, 4 pair. I'm sure I can use that in the column. That fixes 2 and 4 now. So 2, 4, 2, 4, and just that triple left. 6, 2, 4, just under 6 minutes. I wonder if there's any chance that 3 of my 5 times today were a couple of seconds under a particular minute boundary, which might be the 2 hat mark in each case. That would be amazing if it was. I doubt that that's the case. But really entertaining puzzles. I love the way that these are interesting and manageable. So 2, just under 3 minutes for that. 9.5 minutes for that. I don't think anybody's giving me full prizes there. Just under 7 for that killer arrow. Touch and go. I don't know what my time was for the Revolution puzzle. You'll know I was guessing around 6 minutes, but that might be hubristic. And then just under 6 for the sandwich. Well, yeah, not a bad set. And I just love these puzzles. I really enjoy the rush of going through them at a rush, if you like, really attacking them. Maybe it is just that I feel the need for speed. Anyway, great fun with those puzzles today. Do have a look at our Sudoku Pad app. You can search for it, I believe. Just use Sudoku Pad with no space. Anyway, give it a try if that's the sort of thing that you think you could use. It doesn't cost a lot. Thank you very much for watching as always, and hope to see you again on the channel soon. Bye for now.